As the Critics' Choice PlayStation Network sale has wrapped up, Sony has launched 2 new PlayStation Store sales. Not the greatest sales in the world, I'll say, but the game's under $20 sale and the double discount sale both offer some pretty good stuff. We'll take a look at the double discount sale first, which if you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you save essentially double more. You shouldn't be buying any of the games from the double discount sale if you're not a Plus subscriber. Like, it's just not worth it. The deals at that point are just not even deals. Games under $20, it's just straight deals on games under $20. So let's look at double discounts first. Ark Survival Evolved is down to $10, which I guess is pretty decent. I'm not big on these survival games. There's a couple I'm into here and there, but Ark wasn't one that I got super into. Marvel's Avengers is down to $30. It is getting a PlayStation 5 upgrade. However, still not a good enough price for that, I would say. South of $20 is where you should really be looking at that. Star Wars Squadrons is down to $24, which I guess is pretty decent. It's a little bit cheaper. If you go in stores, you could easily find it for like $20. Marvel Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition is $20, which is decent if you don't have a PS5 for the Ultimate Edition of Miles Morales. God of War is down to $10, obviously, that's a must-play. Most of you guys probably already have it. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is down to $15, which I would say is actually pretty good. $16, actually, which I think is pretty good for the special edition. This is Skyrim with the DLC content. I mean, Skyrim, in my opinion, is a timeless game. I really dig Skyrim, even though some people meme on it because it's been released on a billion different platforms. It's still one of my favorite games, honestly, of all time. I got super into it. Thought I'd give that a shot. Need for Speed Heat is 70% off, which is pretty good. Actually, one of the better Need for Speed games, all things considered. Mortal Kombat 11 is 70% off. Again, a pretty decent deal for $15. Days Gone is $20, which I guess is okay. It is a part of the PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection. No Man's Sky, PS4 and PS5, that is $30, which I would say is pretty good. No Man's Sky, one of those games that has been making quite the improvements over the last few years. And it is a far cry from the atrocity that released in 2016. Far Cry 5 seeing a little bit of a discount, still think that's a little bit too expensive. Dreams, low-key, probably the best deal I'll go over in this entire video. If you're a Plus subscriber, it's just $9.99. I don't even think is Dreams a year old? I don't think it is. I think it came out back in like April of last year. So this for $10 is really good. It released at a budget price point of $40, which was already really good, but for $10, great deal. Even if you're just going into this game and you're not really gonna go into the creation suite yourself, just jumping around, seeing all the creations other users have made is pretty cool, and Media Molecule has said that they're gonna remain incredibly committed to the game for the foreseeable future, so this is one that is going to see improvements over time as well, and what you're getting already is quite good. $10 for it is a no-brainer and an easy recommendation. Some other deals, we got Risk of Rain 2, 60% off, which is actually really good, especially if you do have a buddy to play with. The Outer Worlds is $24, which I think is a pretty decent buy there. It is an Obsidian title. Obsidian, obviously, getting acquired by Microsoft, so this is going to be one of, if not the last game we'll see from them on a PlayStation platform. Jedi Fallen Order is seeing a bit of a discount, not too great there. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition is 70% off for $18. I guess that's an okay deal. Probably would wait for it to be a little bit cheaper. Fallout 4 is one of those games that Bethesda put out that not everybody's super high on. I didn't dislike it as much as a lot of other people, but yeah, it's definitely not as good as 3 or New Vegas. DLC content in there also isn't the best, comparatively speaking, to some of the DLC in the earlier games. Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition, 70% off on this. This is $12. This includes all the DLC. I think KCD is one of the more underrated RPGs. It does rely on a bit of realism and the historical elements, so if you're into that, you're probably really gonna dig it, and for $12 for the content that you're getting, I think it's pretty good. Should note they do also have a Fallout 4 and Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition bundle for 70% off. That would bring it down to, I believe, $24, which is actually a pretty decent little deal there. At that point, I would say it's a pretty good buy to get both of those, but I imagine the majority of people at least have one of the two. Crysis Remastered is 40% off. Crysis Remastered is, you know, not the best in the world. 13 is on sale, and I was a big fan of 13 back in the day. That remake of 13, not so much. XCOM 2 Collection is 80% off for $20. And that's a really solid deal for all the content you're getting there. I was big on XCOM Enemy Unknown, and XCOM 2 is just a better game than that. BioWare Bundle is 80% off. What does this actually include? It looks like Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect Andromeda. Is that it? So yeah, it includes the Recruit edition of Mass Effect Andromeda and the Game of the Year edition for Dragon Age Inquisition. Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled, and Spyro Reignited Trilogy, 50% off on that for $37.50. That's still kind of expensive there. I think that's mainly the best deals out of the double discount sale. Now let's look at the under $20 sale, which there is some good stuff in that. Let's go over it quickly. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection, $19.79. Talked about this a few times. If you want a game bang for your buck, hours of gameplay for $1, Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is one of the best that you can pick up. COD Black Ops 4 is $19.79. Hitman HD Enhanced Collection, $18, which I was really high on Hitman Absolution. Blood Money is one that a lot of people will say is the best Hitman game, so take that for what you will. I think $18 for it is pretty decent. That initial $60 price tag, though, yikes on that one. Hitman 2 down to $18. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the base game, is down to $8. You should ideally just pick up the complete edition. That's $10, and you get the DLC, which is a reasonable amount of content, so take that for what you will. Injustice 2 down to $5. Resident Evil 4 down to $8. Rumor is it's going to get remade, so I don't know if you want to pick that up now, but I played Resident Evil 4 relatively recently, like a year ago, and I had a pretty good time with it. There are definitely some dated elements to it, but $8 for it is pretty good. Resident Evil 5 for $8, I think, is a pretty good deal, especially if you do have a buddy to play with. Resident Evil 6 for $8, that game is just not very good. Borderlands The Handsome Collection, $13.19. Content-wise, that's a lot of content for your money, but we have seen that cheaper, like down to the $10 range, so yeah, that's not like a new low for the game, but still a pretty good deal. Killing Floor 2, $9.89. Ease 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, $19.79. Definitely a great deal for a great JRPG, great music, pretty good story that takes a little bit of time to really get going, but overall a quality JRPG for the money. MGS5, the definitive experience, is down to $6. If you're one of the 3 people in the world that don't have MGS5, yeah, you should probably get it, and this is a pretty good way to get it given all the additional content you get. BioShock the Collection, $9.99. That's BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite. That is a steal of a deal. BioShock 1 and Infinite are top tier first-person shooters, and BioShock 2, while not as good as Infinite or 1, is still a pretty good game. That still stands the test of time, so I definitely give a recommendation to that if you don't have it yet, or if you just want to revisit the BioShock games. Scribblenauts Mega Pack, $10. Devil May Cry HD Collection and 4 Special Edition Bundle. That's DMC 1, 2, 3, and 4, the special edition of that. $19.79 for that is pretty decent considering all the games you're getting. DMC 2 is not very good, and DMC 1 and 3 were really good for the time that they were released, but just bear in mind, time has not done those games a lot of favors, so if you're going into it, expect a game that was made in the early to mid 2000s with those ones. What Remains of Edith Finch is on sale. What else we got? Darksiders 3, $15. Watch Dogs Complete Edition. Thronebreaker The Witcher Tales for $8 is actually low-key one of the better deals that I've gone over. Metro Exodus, Yooka-Laylee for $8 I think is quite good. What else we got? I guess those are like the main ones that I'm seeing. Black Sod Under the Skin for $15. Watch Dogs 2 Gold Edition for $18. That's kind of pricey on that. Lichdom Battle Mage for $1.49. Okay, I remember playing that a lot back in the day, actually. Arcania, the complete sale for $5. Blaster Master 02 for $5. Yeah, I guess those are the major deals that I'm seeing. Not a ton of deals with the under $20 sale either, but if you collectively put both the sales together, there are some pretty good deals. Also just saw another World 20th Anniversary Edition for $3.19, not bad there. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this one. Couple good deals. Dreams, if you don't have that, I would highly recommend that at $10. That's definitely the deal that stood out the most to me. And Thronebreaker's Witcher Tale, that's pretty good as well for just $8. A couple of other pretty decent deals, but that's gonna wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.